Hi there, Virgo. Welcome back. Let's see what's going on in your energy, Virgo. What we should know, what you should be aware of, right? What is being hidden from you is another thing I'm looking for. Don't forget to click on that like button. What is going on here? Okay. Don't forget to click on that like button. Subscribe if you haven't. Spirit, give us a clear, concise message here for Virgo. The Empress. So, Virgo, you might have Libra in your chart, but you don't have to. It's telling me that you have a creative side to you that is going to end up freeing you or helping you along with your stability. Tell us more here for Virgo. Six of Sticks in reverse. Let's find out more. Three of Coins in reverse. Tell us more for Virgo. Fate is coming out in reverse. Let's see what we got. We have the Emperor and the Seven of Cups. So you do have somebody out there who is definitely opposing you. Okay, they're like your complete opposite. Complete opposite. This person is so much the opposite of you. It's not even funny. But they still want to compete with you. Okay? So, Virgo, you might be going through a period here where you're not getting the recognition that you've been wanting. Maybe you're not getting the progress that you've been wanting. And the breakdown here shows that it's coming in from the lack of teamwork. So, maybe you were supposed to work on a project with somebody. I do see here you do have competition. You have an opponent who's the complete polar opposite of you. Could be this person doing this to you, like they're coming in, ruining things for you here. Spirit is saying you definitely need to reevaluate past mistakes. So whatever that is for you, you got to go back, double check everything. Okay. I do see stalled progress here and a lack of recognition, and I feel like it's because of this person. Now, this person has created some kind of illusions around you, okay? Or, yeah, around you. Like, they have blown smoke up people's butt, right? Stuff like that, right? Something about you enjoying the finer things in life is very significant here, and this person sees it. Maybe you show it. Maybe you wear a nice watch, or you wear your nice clothes, something like that. Like, you really do enjoy the finer things in life. And what I'm seeing here is that you're not worried about, or you're not um what's the word? Not really worried, but you're not the kind of person who's going to sit around. No, you're willing to work for it. Okay. I'm also seeing here that you're on top of things. So when the bills come in, you're on top of it. When something's due, you're on top of it. At least you try to keep your house in order, right? It's that kind of energy. Like, you try to keep your house in order, you're trying to keep your life in order, and then boom, you're not getting the recognition. You're putting in a whole lot of work, right? And you're not getting the recognition. Why? Well, because of this person. That's the point. This person thinks they're being funny, okay? They see you building some kind of wealth for yourself, they see you building some kind of legacy for yourself, and this person's like, oh, hell no, right? Could be somebody who could be they could have Aries in their chart, or they could have Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius in their chart. They could have Capricorn in their chart. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. So they could have any of those things in their chart, or you could, right? You could have Libra too, right? Um, the thing is that this person is very bitter. Okay, they see you enjoying life. They see you having the things that you want, and they can't have it, can't obtain it the way that you can. You see, like, they cannot be on top of things. They can't stay on top of things. They can't put in the effort and work into it. Their plan is to dominate. Their plan is to manipulate. That's how they get what they want. That's how they get what they need. That's how they get anything in life. They feel that in order to get ahead, you have to cheat somebody. In order to get ahead, you have to push your foot down on somebody's head, right? Well, Virgo, you're the person that this person feels like they need to put their foot on your head and push you down in order for them to get elevated. But that's not real. That's just the way that they view the world. It's not real. All this person would have to do is just put in the effort like you do. That's all they have to do. How hard is that? Just go to work. Do your job. Stay on top of things. Make sure you're not spending your money on unnecessary things. Pay your bills and stay on top of things. They could literally be you if they wanted to, but they can't because they don't want to do the work for it. But they want it to come easy for them. Now, even though I do see this person as the culprit for many of your problems, why you're not getting the recognition or why you're not getting the reward that you've been looking for or wanting, there's even though there's that going on in this reading, there's also this about you needing to go back and double check something here. There's a mistake that's being made, okay? And it's you. Okay? We can't blame it on this person. Not everything is because of this person. Let's just put it that way. Not everything is because of this person. Um Now you might be facing setbacks. What was I gonna say? I just went through brain fog here. There is a lack of cohesion and support from you. Like you're not getting the support that you need here. There needs there needs to be some kind of communication, maybe with your team or something like that. Okay, there needs to be some kind of self discipline also. So that's something that needs to be looked into. Okay, and your team, you got to have your team players, right? Maybe they're not doing their part. This person could actually be part of your team. See, so there is things going on here that is you need to do, and then there's some things here is because of this person. And I feel very strongly that this whole thing about the team, like getting your team players where they need to be or getting them on board on working together, well, guess what? This person could be actually somebody that is on your team, who's supposed to be working with you and who's not, okay? So they could be the person who is disrupting the team or turning the team against you or making them believe distorted ideas, right? Like, oh, why are we doing this? Virgo's just gonna go and take all the credit. Or why are we doing this? Because, and I could just hear the things that this person is saying, like the excuses that this person is giving to the other members to try to get them to not work with you. Okay? So there is a lack of teamwork. So this is where communication is very important. Okay? So Spirit is saying to look back, and there's a pattern here. If you look, you will find the culprit. You're gonna find the culprit. There's a pattern. So you're gonna see this. Right now, there's a lack of growth going on. It's because you got this person around. So if you're trying to like make sales, right? Like let's say if you're trying to sell a bunch of cars or you're trying to meet some kind of quota, you're not gonna meet that quota because you have a snake in your barn. You have a snake in your coop. You got a snake over here. Okay. Mm. And this person seems to feel like, what's the point, right? What's the point? You're definitely not on the same page with this person. For one of you, I'm hearing y'all had a disagreement, and this is something that this person is holding against you. Whatever the disagreement was about, they're holding against you. Okay. Woo! At the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Cups. So there is abundance is just around the corner. Okay. All you gotta do is tweak something. That's what I'm hearing. Just tweak something, Virgo, and you're gonna get what you want. Okay, but you still gotta deal with this person over here. So you do have two people here, okay, that is working against you. This is part of your team. Okay, now I want you to know somebody that is on your team is somebody who is not qualified. They don't have the skills. This person lied to you. Okay, so you have, like, let's say you are trying to get your house ready to sell. Okay, let's use this as an example. And you hire your team, right? You got an electrician coming in, you got the plumber coming in, you got the painters coming in, but you don't know that your plumber is not qualified to be a plumber. They have no idea what they're doing, right? So instead of getting the job done, they're coming up with all kinds of excuses and possibly breaking things, right? Doing things that they're not supposed to be doing, right? Something like that is going on here. You have somebody who's in this team who's not qualified. They don't know what they're doing, okay? And they're messing everything up. That's another thing. So you have two people, one who wants to be the boss, who's not qualified to be the boss, but they just want that position. They want to be able to dictate what everybody does around them. And then you have another one who has no clue what they're doing. I don't even know why they're there. They possibly don't even know why they're there. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't even know why they're there. No, I'm joking. They know why they're there. But this person just wants the money, okay? They're not going to do the job. They're not going to do the work. And I think this person was very unclear with you or flat out lied to you when they made you believe that they were capable of doing something, okay? So, and maybe you had an argument with this person. Maybe you had enough. You were like, okay, this is getting out of control. Actually, I see this person as being out of control. Yeah. Hmm. And I see this person as being really bitter and manipulative. So I see them being bitter because for one of you, I'm hearing you caught on that this person wasn't, they didn't have the credentials. They lied. And you caught on. And this is for one of you. You caught on. And you more likely confronted this person. And now this person is very bitter toward you for calling them out. Yeah, you called this person out. Okay. And be careful because I could see this person becoming a very cruel person. Okay? They could do some really bad stuff. So if you, I don't know why I'm saying selling your house. Maybe you are selling your house. Maybe that's confirmation. I'm not sure. But let's say you're trying to sell your house and this is a bad plumber that you hired. I could see this person as deliberately going out of their way to break stuff. Okay? Just to like suck more money out of you. Okay? Yeah, and to cause delays, just to be spiteful, because I see this person as being spiteful. Oh man, what is wrong with people nowadays? You know what I mean? Mm. Okay, so Virgo, it looks like this person wants you to feel like you're doing the wrong thing. Okay, so there's this energy that they want you to feel like you're doing the wrong thing or you're expecting them to do the wrong thing. Okay? And I can see this person with their claws out. They want to hurt you back because they feel like you're going to hurt them, so they want to hurt you first. Yeah. Okay, tell me more here for Virgo. So they want to hurt you first. Ah, be careful. You do have somebody here that is working around you, and this person has some kind of mental issues. They might have recently gotten out of the psychic ward. Okay, maybe they've been in and out of a psychic ward, and the reason why you're keeping them around is because they are family. You hired them because they are family. Okay, but there's this problems in the family. Okay, there's dysfunction in this family, and this person could be the culprit. Okay. Ooh, and you might be afraid to like really speak up against this person or say something because you might be like, "Oh, this is family," making that kind of excuse. The thing is that they're seeing you living with the finer things in life and they don't like it. Now, the thing is that these people have created an illusion about you, right? To cause confusion about what it is that you're trying to do or what it is you're trying to succeed at, right? So they try to cause some kind of confusion here, and clarity is coming through. Truth. The truth is being seen. People are starting to notice the truth. Okay? They're starting to see the truth, notice the truth. So if you're worried about your family's opinion, a lot of people are already seeing what's going on. They're actually seeing it before you do, Virgo, before you realize what's going on. Yeah. They see it. It's because when you're on the outside of something, it's easier to look in and see what's going on. But when you're in the middle of something, it's really hard to see what's going on because you're too close. You're too close to the picture, okay? Tell us more for Virgo. Spirit, please and thank you. Yeah, it looks like these people are going to stand up for you. You have people in your community or family, okay? But it's coming out as community, so I'm just going to say community. You do have people in your community that is going to come in and support you, speak up on your behalf, okay? That's what I'm getting. These are people who are going to try to come in and help a chaotic situation. That's what I'm hearing. Maybe even diffuse any kind of arguments or fights or something like that. Okay. Yeah, they're definitely here to create or to help you find a solution, right? So that you don't have problems with the family. Okay. So you have people on your side. You have people against you. And you have people on your side. You have a little bit of both going on. You know what I mean? Be careful because the person who's coming in to help you is also attached to somebody who's two-faced. And that's something that you need to be aware of before it causes problems down the road. People get jealous when you're ambitious. I just want you to know. And the thing is that you have abundance coming in, or you recently got your hands on some good money. You know, some kind of abundance, right? Either or, people are aware of this. Like I said, you might be wearing clothes or something like that that is showing that you enjoy the finer things in life, so they believe that you have like all this money, and you might, but the thing is that it's your money. You know what I mean? I don't know why people have this misconception that one person, in order for one person to be rich, that means that other people have to be poor and vice versa, right? That's not true. That literally is not true. I mean, the only way for that to be true is if somebody who accumulates a lot of wealth was to take that wealth, money, right, and take it and hoard it in their house and just don't circulate it, which does not happen. You know what I mean? Virgo. Anyways, let's go ahead and move on. Okay, so there is a warning here. Be careful. Because even though you might have had a disagreement with these people, I'm seeing a conflict coming, but it's coming in the near future. Okay? So, what should Virgo know? Virgo, you're going to have to take charge of this situation. Okay? What you need to know is you need to be the one that's not delegating. Okay? And I'm not saying that you have to do the work yourself. No. But you definitely need to take on a more leadership role, and that means backtracking and checking and seeing what the people are doing behind your back. Okay, there's a way that you could do this that is not going to be like you're a dictator, right? There's a softer way of doing things, a more mature way of doing things, right? And Spirit is saying to do that, to stick with your maturity, right? um and lead in such a way, but you also want to go back and double check and see what these people are doing. You can't move forward until you're making sure that everybody is playing their part, doing their part. You understand what I'm saying? Like doing what they're supposed to be doing. You got to stay on top of it, or whatever this project is that you're trying to get off the ground is not going to get off the ground. You're going to constantly have problems until you weed out who the troublemakers are. Okay? And you got two. Just so you know, you got two. And no, they don't have to be these zodiac signs. They don't have to. They could be any zodiac sign, right? But you have two that are working against you that you need to, like, either get them on board or kick them out. You got a choice, right? Once you do that, I'm telling you, you're going to have success. You're going to have a lot of success. Okay? All right. That's what I have for you guys. Oh, also listen to your intuition, okay? Make sure you're on point with that. Yeah. And be careful with how you talk to people. You want to be careful with that as well. Like here, it's saying to like use your softer side. Okay, you're gonna get more stuff done by using your softer side, not being confrontational or anything like that. Not that you were, but I'm sure that once you find out or start noticing who the culprits are, it's gonna make you angry. But Spirit saying don't let that get to you. You don't want to do that. Okay. All right, Virgo, thank you for joining me. Catch me in the next one. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment. It helps the channel. Y'all take care and catch me in the next one. Bye, guys. Oops. What's wrong with this?